Now, you've heard a little about North Carolina candidates, but what about those outside of the Tar Heel state? Here are some of the more unique candidates I found across the country. Let's start off in the Midwest. Independent candidate for Iowa Senate Bob Quast released a video campaign with a controversial slogan, #GotBalls. The video asked voters to fight back against those in Washington looking to, quote, take away their Second Amendment rights. In another video on his website, Quast threatened to kill a man with his Glock.
Come to my front door to do harm to my girls, I'm going to use my Glock to blow your balls off.
Again, this isn't a campaign video to convince voters to elect him. Heading west to Idaho, biker Harley Brown claims that God spoke to him directly, assuring him he'd win the race for governor. Brown says this talk convinced him to get a tattoo of the presidential seal on his back. According to Brown's website, his main platform is ending biker discrimination throughout the state. Staying in Idaho, candidate Walt Bays vouches for homeschooling for all children, which is kind of surprising on its own, but really surprising when you learn he has 16 children of his own. In the state's gubernatorial debate, Bates claimed he's willing to go to jail in defense of his opinion on the issue. Up north, New Hampshire candidate Steve Vaillancourt recently wrote a blog post about his female opponent, calling her, quote, ugly as sin. He then goes on to compare her to other women in politics who are, quote, quite attractive, but not so attractive as to be intimidating. Thank God. And finally, candidate for Oregon Senate Monica Whaley has been accused of both stalking and plagiarizing the contents of almost an entire study. You might think I'm making these facts up, but I promise they're true. To read more on these candidates, check out elonlocalnews.com. For tonight's Electoral College, I'm Katie Maraghi. Our midterm election coverage will be back in a minute.